People want to see you, not me. They want to hear from you about coffee. Oh, just lick your, don't look, people. Hey guys, and welcome back to About Coffee, where we talk about all different things to do with coffee. And today we're going to be running through a very quick V60 recipe. As you can tell, Riley's down here, very excited to hear this recipe, aren't you? So without further ado, let's jump into that recipe. So let's put 2 minutes on the clock and dive straight in. So first of all, your coffee. You're going to need 12 grams of coffee for this recipe. Now you're going to want to grind this coffee to a medium coarseness. Once you have your coffee ground, get your filter paper into your V60 and wet your filter paper. What I always say in every single recipe video I do, wet your filter paper. It's so important, make sure you're doing it. So without further ado, bang your 12 grams of coffee in and we are ready for our first pour. So what you're going to do is bloom your coffee. Now what a bloom is where you release all the gases from the coffee within that first pour. So we're going to add 25 grams of water to bloom our coffee. Now 25 grams of water isn't much, so make sure that you give a good swirl of your V60 so that you're saturating all your grounds to make sure your bloom is very, very good and that you're releasing all those gases that need to be released before your second pour. The total time for your bloom is going to be 30 seconds long. So once those 30 seconds are up, you're ready to move on to your second pour. And what we're going to do is add water to make a total of 110 grams on this second pour. So go ahead and add that water up to 110 grams and make sure you're done with that pour by at least 55 seconds of your total brew time. Then we're ready to move on to our third and final pour of this recipe. At 1 minute, go ahead and add 90 grams more water to your total pour to reach a total of 200 grams of water. Something to bear in mind when you are doing your pours is to make sure you're pouring at a really steady rate and doing concentric circles as you're pouring. The reason we want to do this is that if we're pouring really fast and pouring just into one spot into our grounds of coffee, it means that the water will just drip through in one section, whereas we want a really nice rounded cup of coffee. So we want to pour in concentric circles, making sure that all the grounds are covered by water. And then we are done with pouring and we're now just going to be waiting on a... Oh, you're not comfortable. So now we're done with pouring our water and we're going to be waiting on the coffee to be extracted, and the total brew time for this recipe should be around 3 minutes. Once those 3 minutes are up, you are done and you are ready to have your cup of coffee. So that's the recipe. So let's stop the timer.
Do you see the problem here?
Yes, but I don't want to.
And let's just do a quick recap of that recipe. So we're going to have 12 grams of coffee that we're going to grind to a medium coarseness. Our bloom is going to be 25 grams of water and it's going to last 30 seconds. Then we're going to add up to 110 grams of water. And then for our third and final pour, we're going to add up to 200 grams of water with a total brew time of 3 minutes. That is all from today's recipe. So don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell, as we've got loads of different recipes coming here, whether it's Chemex, V60, Kalita Wave, AeroPress. We're going to be doing all right here on About Coffee, as well as educating you about all different types of coffee and things to do with coffee. So if you are a coffee nerd just like me, this is the place to find out the information that you want to know. So I can't wait to see you in the next episode of About Coffee.